Welcome back, everybody, to this country playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. Last time out, we did the Trials of Arlen, and we've got another mission for Asta. They've been stacking up.
Space station as your home.
So are you all right? So doing some letter of the Loki thing. First months are returning their research, and the newly imported goods in the cosmos are beginning to circulate. I think it's going smoothly with Project Revival. So what exactly does this letter mean? I just heard you were looking for me. Just in time. Thanks for your help and everyone's hard work. The space station is pretty much back on its feet. As a conclusion to Project Revival, I wanted to summon you to witness the fruits of our labour. Just 2 days ago, I received a strange letter. Now that you're here, perhaps we can help figure out what it's about. Upon the stars, that's where the talent and intellect reside, oblivious to the world as the envy becomes blinding. Who knew gentleness and kindness welcomed only pain and suffering? Like the risk of falling into the depths when trying to mount the sky. Inquiry into spirit traces, a glance into the sight of storage. Even with iron shoes worn out unearthly, one has to visit 3 depths. Better off alone than to be an accomplice. One day, as they turn around, the path will be lit by the radiance of the stars. What do you think? Any clues what this message is about? Who is the cryptologist? As far as I know, there is no one with that title on this space station. It must be an alias. The identity of the writer is not what I'm most concerned about. It seemed like something from the Department of Implement Arts. Yes, the only researcher called Wen in the Department of Implement Arts would speak like that. However, there's a strange story how I got hold of this at the beginning. It was sandwiched in a tome called A Guide to Astral Realm Species on the conference room table. Normally, no one looks at it except me. Obviously, someone wanted to hand me this letter in private, so I didn't dare ask the staff at the Department of the Implement Arts. Spirit. Can it be the Xenohydro? Well done, Paul. You just found the key to the text right away. Now, everything makes sense. It seems there's no ordinary letter. It's from the informant. Their intention is to report on the Xenohydro. Xenohydro has disappeared from the space station since it escaped from Mr. Wen Ming's hands. The letter seems to support the rumour that Xenohydro was not caught because it had an accomplice. Look at the sentence. An inquiry to spirit traces a glance into the site of storage, obviously leading us to investigate the Xenohydro's range of activities, and to be an accomplice implies the existence of an accomplice. As far as the 6 senses, in my opinion, some depict the portrait of the accomplice, and some describe the real hiding place of the Xenohydro. Unfortunately, I have no way to interpret the rest of the message. Now that we're done for the other work, this letter falls into our hands just at the right moment. It's high time we put the Xenohydro issue back on the table. What do you think? Sure. Since there may be a traitor among us, I hand this case to our staff. It might alert the culprit, and you're not a staff member, and you'll be also met the Xenohydro before. You really are the ideal candidate to handle this case. There is an accomplice involved. This matter is no longer a simple case of curio retrieval. It must be handled with caution. Therefore, I'd like to ask you to go to storage zone mentioned in the letter and verify the facts. In case either the Xenohydro or the accomplice are able to interrogate them, then I can judge whether the accomplice's motives is malicious or not. At this crucial juncture, it's up to us to finally finish Project Revival. We need to go to the storage zone. Go. Let's just teleport to this. I can. That's really handy. That's above me. I've always been rather a magnanimous person. In fact, here's a chance for you to regain my favour, as long as you're willing to apologise for your behaviour. I didn't do those things. Want to deny the truth? Lamina. You're getting more and more dishonest. Let me help you remember. That was a really good character from Darkest Dungeon mod that I did. Mustard in my lunchbox, the big hole in my back of my uniform, and the boring letter in reply to the female researcher. Aren't they your doing? True, I'm the only person who handled those things, but when I was reporting to Miss Astor, you suddenly shouted, "Mr. Capote, it's too late. The Woobaboos are still waiting for you to play with them." You made her think I was colluding with the Curios and not doing my job. And I was just stating a fact. You should keep it only between you and me. How many times have I told you that? You were just going against me on purpose. Get it? Don't think you're going to repent at all. One day, when you're sick of this place and your future is gloomy, you'll come crawling back to seek help from me. Just keep praying by then. I haven't replaced you with Renoa or Elena or Barbara. Or someone else.
If you get scared so easily...
Have we been out here? I think so. Yes, I have. Okay. Yeah, and you see it from this side, actually. That's where Beauty Pops was. Just checking. Right, let's speak to her again after we grab this. Break the boxes. When can I become braver? Oh, it's you, the hero of the space station. I've heard so much about you. I didn't expect to have the opportunity to see you up close. What are you doing here? I was Mr. Capote's secretary. Recently, I made a few mistakes when I was running errands for him, so he sent me here to work on the Curio sorting assembly line. So sorry, you must think I'm a joke. You did all those things? You heard it all. Though I don't remember doing the things Mr. Capote accused me of. I also suspected someone else. But everything showed up. I was the only one who touched his things. Maybe Lamina's law really is true. In the Department of Ecology, they have a saying, anything that Lamina can screw up, Lamina will screw up. Not rushed to any judgment yet. There's another explanation of this? Surely not. I have a letter for you to read. Know me, it probably won't be much help. Well, if I understand correctly, where it says an inquiry into spirit traces, it seems to be referring to the Xenohydro, kind of curio from our department, and to be the accomplice seems to be some kind of accusation. Ask me this, are you investigating the escape of the Xenohydro? It's in the storage zone. Really? Been hanging around here lately, but I haven't noticed anything unusual. As to the rest of the letter, please forgive my ignorance. I don't really understand it. But now, I know it's in the storage zone, and this area is only so large. Maybe we can take the initiative and make a list of the possible suspects. Quite familiar with this place. There are only two places I know that are inaccessible where the Xenohydro may be hiding. I can take you to have a look. Actions are better than words, if you don't mind. Follow me.
You can't get it.
Let's come down here. Just grab that. Okay. Well, are you sure we want to ambush it here? We can try making a trap. It's one of the standard procedures in the Department of Ecology. How do you make a trap? Finally connect two disposable kinetic arms. Once the prey steps within range of the power arm, all that awaits them is doom. To make a disposable kinetic arm, you need as many intricate parts: a strange matter of destruction, haze flame. By the time the xenophage will have died of old age. Well, it won't take that quite long. The Xenohydro is pretty long lifespan, but we probably shouldn't put ourselves in such a passive situation. Anyway, we better ambush it ourselves. We have to wait a while, and why don't we have a chat to kill time? Why do you work for Capote? I need to have a drink before we continue, because this is going to be quite a long slog. I think the first person asking the question, except his fans, many people have a bad impression of him. I've been with him for the longest time. I know Mr. Capote is not a bad person in nature. He's just naturally gifted in many aspects, so he can't understand other people's difficulties sometimes. In short, he's just spoiled by fate. Still defending him. No, I'm just stating what I see. This is my childhood. My family has always taught me to focus on the positive, so that life wouldn't be so gloomy. Not to mention, he did give me a job that lets me get closer to the real research work of the Department of Ecology, although the price was to work as his secretary. How do you see yourself, Lamina? Me? I'm just an ordinary researcher. Even that sounds like an exaggeration. Because I only get to the space station near my sister's place, of course. Mr. Capote doesn't know about that. My home planet is quite poor in resources, and most families can only barely support one person to go on a space journey. My sister was qualified to come to the space station, but she gave me the only chance in the family and in her life. Pity I'm such a failure. My sister was here in the space station, should be able to name it for herself. So, how do I see myself? I can't, or I dare not answer this question at all. You'll have to wait until very late. The dew has turned to frost and your belly is empty. Nothing happened. Oh, more coffee needed. No sign of the Xenohydro. Maybe it left a long time ago. You can look for a tracer left by the Xenohydro in the room and use it to work out when it was last here. Time to walk around and change my mood. In the silver cabin there are several hairs left from the Xenohydro's sparse fur. Apparently, although it is free, the Xenohydro still returns to the storage zone to sleep. You can't help but wonder if it has Stockholm Syndrome. Description of the collectible item nearby has painted over. This is a sign of anger and frustration exhibited by the escapee. When the Xenohydro surfed the internet, you didn't expect to find such an absurd scene. There is a research data about the Xenohydro left on the screen, showing that the Xenohydro was once here learning about itself. At the bottom of the page there's a line of unsubmitted words. Gurgle nonsense, you'll never catch me. The hair is completely dry and the data on the screen is from a long time ago. Is it here? I think so. It's got a weakness.
You could have surrendered.
Okay, just pull off here. The thing. Need a heal.
Nice teamwork.
I want to protect everyone
Do
too.
this.
That's your turn.
Eliminating threat. Mission command.
Nice.
Mission command.
That is a really good return fire.
Specimen sighted. Do you admit this crime?
We do this, hopefully the middle one goes. Not quite.
I need to be brave.
AoE here.
Annihilate.
Is everyone okay?
She died. Okay.
I think something bit me.
Sort of understandable that she died. She has like no health.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance!
Problem is, I'm rocking too many low-level people.
By the order of the 10 Lords, execute the Marastruck!
Darn it, I seem to have fallen for the Xenohydro's trap. Once the surprise attack caused some serious injuries. Right, I'll treat your wounds. I have a lot of medicine on me. It was originally given to Mr. Capote by his fans among the medical staff. He didn't want it, so he gave it to me. Excellent. Right, let's grab some of this stuff. Curio. Let's keep tapping. Okay, just keep tapping. Backend detected a weird quantum fluctuations now. You're right beside it at the time what happened. I fixed the Curio. I just whacked the Curio a few times in the crack and it disappeared. I can't even believe myself. This is at this moment. It's giving out a steady energy reading. After I've sent you the reward. Remember to check it out. Did we get an achievement for that? No, just pessimistic. Race of high morals. Okay. Whole new language. Okay. Can we do anything with these bubbles yet? Yeah, still need to ask some more. Okay. Apology researcher. I found a monster wandering around here, so I hid away. It's my fault that I didn't warn you. That's why you fell for the Xenohydro's trap. Not blaming yourself. I know. Feel like I haven't really been helping so far. And the Xenohydro is still nowhere to be found. I can't think of anywhere else, so should we give up? Time to re-examine the letter. Maybe it becomes blinding. An inquiry to the spirit traces a glance at the site of storage. Even with iron shoes worn out unearthly, one has to visit the 3 depths. The 3 depths? Worn out condition, then 3 depths should be the second condition. Literally means go through the depths of 3 rooms. Maybe it's unraveling in the unearthly marvel that suddenly sparkled my realization. Site of storage, somewhere in a storage zone. The 2 places we found so far both meet these conditions. That the structure and the focus should be on the object. Unearthly does sound familiar. You think unearthly marble has anything to do with it? Makes sense. Iron shoes worn out unearthly refers to passing through the road built by the unearthly marble. Okay. This time we won't fail. Let's teleport nearby then. I'm sure we had a person in here as well. There's literally like something here.
And you shall be crowned the Emperor of Totten.
Okay. Nothing else of note, so let's... Finally got you, Paul, or shall I call you Xenohydro? Good thing I was on guard. Earlier as a few days ago, the real Paul had already warned me that there may be a Xenohydro wreaking havoc in the near future. I didn't expect you to come so soon. Let me see, I can just take care of you, bypass Mr. Capote and hand you over to Miss Asta, so I don't have to be a slave anymore. Should have guessed. Caught you, Xenohydro. Enough nonsense. If you're not convinced, sort it out with Paul. You won't get away this time. I don't think so, you see. We both have two eyes and a mouth, and we sound the same and act the same way. Since there is no fourth person present, whoever Lamina thinks the Xenohydro is the Xenohydro. Why impersonate me? Asking you that. I'm Paul, the official crew member of the Astral Express, the walking Stellaron vessel, the invincible conqueror of the Antimatter Legion, the infamous rising star of the cosmos. Who do you think you're impersonating, Xenohydro? Aren't you using my face to take advantage of my reputation so you can conduct scams in the space station? People in the space station will believe me. Believe? What a joke. Not even Lamina believes you right now, let alone the others. I warned her earlier that someone might pretend to be me. To get close to her, do you have any proof that you are not the Xenohydro? You just got yourself exposed. So what? I don't think you really understand the situation. What's the situation? For crying out loud, are you too serious? Do I have to spill it out for you? I had long guessed that someone would come to investigate my whereabouts, so Lamina and I decided to lure the investigator here, kill them, and then hand them in as a Xenohydro. Then we'll finally be free. But I didn't expect you to come, Lamina was soft. She wanted to give you a chance, and so we changed the plan from elimination to persuasion. Now, if you want to leave this place, you only have two choices. Either obey and go to storage zone in place of me, or die, then go to the storage zone instead of me. Lamina help you. Jeez, is that really what you're worried about? At this time like this? You know what? As your opponent, I feel insulted. I'm going to teach you a lesson.
That's it.
Okay, let's blast.
Commencing research.
Defend.
I'm not afraid of you. Specimen sighted.
Attack.
It's time.
Blast.
Lands at the ready.
Defend again.
Stay back, Clara.
I need to be brave.
Eliminating threat.
Do you admit this crime?
Do that.
No amnesty for the Marstruck.
Lance
Just attack here now.
Lance! Forward!
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marstruck!
Perfect.
Oh, I need to change the filter of my coffee, my water.
I'm okay.
Probably should.
I'm not afraid of you.
Wait. And, well, just use your ultimates to break the toughness gauge, really.
I'm on guard.
Defend.
Stay back, Clara.
I need to be brave.
AoE here. Good damage.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Damage mitigation. Let's get the heal.
Travel far away. Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Mission command. Mission command.
restore.
Motor function restored.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate.
Okay.
Lance ablaze. Lance,
Hopefully this breaks him.
forward.
It did not.
Commencing research.
This does.
No mystics are Mars struck.
Oh, she's back at Lamina. Seems you and I are destined to go down together. Sorry, Paul. I'm the accomplice in the collusion with the Xenohydro. I'm willing to accept my punishment. What on earth is going on? You know me. You know what kind of person Lamina is. No talents, no achievements. I can barely prove my value by doing the most trivial jobs. But working on the assembly line all my life. It's fine for me, but how can I face my family? They've sacrificed everything for me so that I can come here. Do I repay them by being a cleaner? I can't. I'm not shameless enough to do that. Capote was my first springboard to success, the only springboard. Though I had to rely on him, still a decent job in the Department of Ecology. I once thought that if I just served him well, I'd at least get a chance to succeed. Hard work always pays off, right? Until the Xenohydro impersonated me to prank Capote and make a mockery of him. It's like a mirror. It showed me the pitiful appearance, so humble, so weak, so powerless. It also taught me a valuable lesson. Even Lamina can liberate herself from the constraints of others and live like a person. The first time I found out I was willing to trade my mediocre future for a free and unrestrained life. So I let it all happen until the rumour that someone in the staff harboured the Xenohydro became widespread. They called for the severe punishment for those who did not report relevant information. That's when I realised that my personal wishes were not important. I can just be a low-level researcher, but I can't let the space station drive me out. I can't ruin my family's last bit of expectation for me. When I heard that someone began investigating this Xenohydro and its accomplice, I made up my mind to eradicate my opponent and protect myself. Finally, I decided to be brave for once. I did not expect to be hampered by the bond between us. Only it was someone else who came here. Your bravery is wasted in the wrong pursuit. Is it? Maybe when a person is pushed to a dead end, wit might appear cold and heartless, but it's just survival instinct. In fact, everything is written in the letter. I already figured that the accomplice in the letter was referring to me. It's just that I didn't really have the courage to face it. Path will be lit by the radiance of the stars. Better off alone than to be accomplice one day. As they turn around, a path will be lit by the radiance of the stars. I completely ignored these words earlier. Is this letter meant to persuade me? So from the beginning, the informant tried to persuade me to giving up my conspiracy with the Xenohydro and live my own life independently. In other words, the independence does not mean leaving the Xenohydro, but also Capote and my weaknesses. Now I understand, although this realization has come a little too late. You still have a chance, but the Xenohydro must be returned. You mean you won't tell them who the accomplice was? Thank you. I will cherish this opportunity you gave me, and I will also prove to you that I've really changed because of this experience. Tell the lead researcher.
It's still early. Where to now?
You're back to conclude the matter. I got the Xenohydro back. Is that Lamina standing with Capote over there? You fraud. You trampled on our sincerity. Master Capote used to be so perfect, and now he's just another deceitful celebrity. Master Capote, I can't believe you eat mayonnaise. That's disgusting. Give me back the gifts I gave you. I didn't invite them. I just told them the fact that I was the one who replied to all of your plans. Everyone calm down. Let me explain. Lamina, you don't want the benefits. I give you all. Do you? That's right, I don't want any of it. From now on, I won't help you cook, wash your clothes or your shoes, write your letters, or be your puppet. Get it? If you want to find me, remember to ask my secretary, Mr. Non-Existent, for a number. She'll be able to look after herself. Thanks to mediation, not only did you ensure her safety, but you also encouraged her to change. At the risk of falling into the depths when trying to mount the sky, I didn't use any rhymes or enough alteration for this line. It's still not good enough. To tell you the truth, the cryptologist from Locus Silente is none other than yours truly. This letter took me more than 10 days to write. I asked Mr. Wen for advice. It wasn't easy. After I wrote it, I couldn't find the right person to get it delivered. Fortunately, Xenohydro is just a prankster, and there's no rush to retrieve it. Then you appeared, and you turned out to be the best candidate, so I came up with an idea to let you and Lamina share some experiences together, see where it takes you. But now you should understand that Lamina is actually the kind-hearted girl, and she deserves another chance. You are also very kind. Now that my objective has been achieved, I announce that the Xenohydro case is officially over. Here's your reward, thanks for your help. Please come back to the space station in the future. And don't forget, there's a lot of people who have received your help here, and many traces of your hard work throughout the place. I didn't get any rewards, by the way. But listen to this woman. Let's not gather here. We don't want to disturb the researchers and attract unnecessary attention from security. Everyone in the space station knows that Lamina is your most trusted secretary. What she said must be true. Lamina is the leader of your fan club to some extent. Even she has left you, then maybe you're really not worth it. Forget it. There's no point staying here any longer. Can we get our hearts back? Can we get back to our laughter and tears? Can we get back to our hopes and dreams? I think we should just go back and let our hearts heal. Miss Researcher is right. Please, go back now. Learn from this lesson. Who are you anyway? Mind your own business. Can't even remember our names. I'm afraid it's hard for him to remember this lesson. Can't Mr. Capote even remember what gift he got from me? Oh no, I have to get it back. If these old guys in implement arts catch me, it'll get ugly. My ladies, listen to me. Please, just go now. Well, I'll send you a letter of all the condolence letters to mend your hearts. Don't worry, it'll be written by myself, personally. Who wants that? It'll take me forever just to deal with your previous ghostwriter letters. Fine, just give me one. It'll complete the collection. Hey, everybody, nothing to see here. Let's bounce. My Lamina threw the tantrum all of a sudden. There must be an accomplice or something behind the scenes. Alas, I don't have time to think about it. Still have a lot of consolation letters to write.
Kali Capo. All the good taste of Capo Kali.
Okay. So, let's... What have we got here? Destroy 3 things. Lovely. Characters. Can I level you up? I can. Can I enhance your light cone here? Can. It's just more HP and stuff, so. Let's pump that up. Don't have any more of them. Okay. Achievement. Use the Curio unbearable weight to decipher the contents of the mysterious sound. Okay, that's probably that thing. Right, gents, we're going to call this one apart here. Got Asta for another one. Got the Simulator Universe as well, which I'm not going to do. That's just a daily mission, not fussed about that. Got Punk Lord Mentality as well, which I'll probably do next, actually. We'll do this one, because it's probably going to be voiced. The companion missions tend to be voiced. And then we'll go back and we'll do this one, as Sensitive Beings. But yeah, Please like, comment, subscribe, good stuff. It really helps me out. Punk Lord Mentality up next, and there'll be some more Honkai Star Rail coming away shortly. And I'll see you all in the next one.